Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson in our final episode on how to become a coach. And I don't think you could talk to me, Adam, and the word coaching comes up without me instantly diving into sustainability, business model, messaging, marketing, persona. How are you going to do this? What's your niche? How are you going to survive? Why are people even going to trust you? And I instantly go there because after almost 30 years in this industry, literally watching it being born from nothing and then seeing where it is today, it's become so competitive that you really do have to stand out or it's going to be a disappointment. I see a lot of people that want to do this and I have to immediately grab them by the lapels and sit them down and say, okay, let's get off the unicorn and the rainbow kick and talk about dollars and cents. And can you really make this work? So, you mentioned earlier in this series that you're surprised. Sometimes you look back at the business you built. Tell me what that's been like.
Yeah, there was a lot of fear with, I left basically the job that was keeping me on my feet to go into my passion on nutrition coaching along with personal training. And it was a scary ride the first 2 years. I would never say I've gotten comfortable or content yet, and I think a lot of people would, but I just have this huge passion for just personal growth for me. So once I got to a point where I said, I just cannot take on any more clients, that is where I said, you know what, it's time for me to start hiring coaching staff. So now, I've had them go through the diet doc and get licensed with you. That's taken a lot of work off of me to allow me to graduate my staff up to a high level of nutrition excellence. And that's been huge because I've been able to keep my current clients without having to do a whole lot on the educational side of things. And that's something you have to consider if you're growing coaches under you. It does take time to mentor these coaches and help them with their clients. And I found a really good sweet spot there. But it's just been a slow progression. There's been bumps in the road, during COVID-19. I think I got fired every day for the first 2 or 3 weeks of the outbreak. And even though it was financial, burdens, it still hurt and it was tough. But, it kind of goes back to our last ladder. Like I had to keep showing up, and it's not always easy, but I can honestly say I've lived one of the best lives I ever could just by doing this because it's something that I'm really passionate about.
Well, that is huge. And if you're not doing it for value-based reasons, it's going to be a pretty frustrating ride. And you said something that I think everybody should understand, and that is, there are two sides to this sword. The sword cuts both ways. You can become a great craftsman. You can understand the nutrition and the coaching craft very well, but it's not necessarily a slight to say, well, I don't really know that lot about business. I've never owned a business. There's a lot of things other people know more than me. So when I started my Apex Coach business mentorship program last year, I thought this is a huge need. People are going to really gain some value from this. And I've worked with some really great big name coaches like Lauren Conlon, Chet and Natalie Nichols. I could list more and more, but a lot of these people said, yeah, I'm doing well in coaching. I love it, but I really don't necessarily understand the business side. And I want to work with somebody who's been there. And I've helped really good coaches in under a year quadruple their revenue. I've helped them refine their messaging and really create a business that they can proudly stand behind because it stands out. It stands above everybody else in a very specific niche. So there's just so much that goes into it. And again, it's nothing but a compliment. We've studied nutrition, physiology, all of those things that make us good at what we do. Most people aren't coming into this with a lot of business experience, but it's incredibly necessary.
Yeah, it's really huge what you've done with this. And a huge part of my business was just you teaching me how to organize all that I had on my plate. And that has made my process very fail-proof and very efficient as well. So it saves me a lot of time. And people don't understand how much, and there's a ton of business coaches out there for this, but like, I'm going to point to Joe here and say no one can even pretend to have as much experience as Joe does with this. He's very humble, but you know, he can really teach you how to run a great, solid business and pretty much be fail-proof with it.
Well, I appreciate that very much, Adam. That's humbling. And I would say, back to something we just mentioned earlier, being values based. You know, I just love to help people. I've got some young people that I say, you know, you've got everything it takes to be a phenomenal coach. You can be a rock star in this industry, and I want people like you to be the ones who lead the next generation. And that's why I'm spending all of my time. I mean, that's what I do. That's the entire mission of our company, is to equip that next generation. And you know, you're part of that. Here we are. You're one of our you know, first and biggest license owners, and we're collaborating on things like this. We're going to be announcing a really big project soon. But this was even your idea, and what a testament to you that Adam Atkinson said, "Hey Joe, let's help great coaches become successful coaches, sustainable coaches." So we wanted to create this series just for you. And so thank you for that idea, Adam. I think it was excellent. I think this is going to help a lot of people. If you guys have any questions about this stuff, just message us, you know, comment on our YouTube videos, anything like this. Wherever you see it, contact us directly. But we do want to help you become the best absolute coach you can be for the effectiveness and success of your own clients. That's what's going to help you grow. So thank you guys for watching the series, and we'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.